Hey everyone, Mo here, and before the video begins, I just want to let you guys know that my schedule has opened up for me to do coaching again. So if you're interested in private one-on-one coaching for me to help you, whether you're a newer player and you want to excel at the game very quickly and learn the fundamentals without developing any bad habits early, or if you're an experienced player who's already maybe platinum or diamond in your top 1%, but you need some help filling in the gap to get you to that 0.01%, to make you just some of the best, then hit me up on Discord and I can get you in some private one-on-one coaching lessons to help you polish up any skills you want to refine and help you learn all of the secrets to becoming a top player. That's it. I hope you enjoy the video. Hey everybody, Mo here, and today I'm bringing you guys the 5 best decks for the new season. I think it's called A Magical Journey or Curious Journey or something like that. And yeah, new set comes out. I guess by the time you guys see this video, it'll come out tomorrow on Wednesday. And when this video goes live, I will actually be live over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/emotional. EMOETIONAL. The video or the link will be in the description below. I will actually have early access to these cards, and I will be streaming all of these decks all day tomorrow, or I guess when this video comes out. I will actually have access to all of these cards, and I'll be playing them before anybody else, outside of a couple of content creators, of course, other content creators. But yeah, some of us content creators get early access to all of these cards, myself included, and I'll be there playing. So if you want to see the new content, go check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/emotional. Link will be in the description, and I will be playing all types of decks, all types of Udyr decks, and stuff like that. So make sure to head over there. But today, the goal is to show you guys 5 brand new decks. I say brand new, okay? It's 5 decks using new champions or new cards. And these are the decks I'm excited for. These are the decks I'm going to be playing, or in this case, when you see this, I will be playing today over on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/emotional. So, sorry, I had hit my quota. My editor told me I haven't been plugging enough, apparently. So, yeah. So these are the 5 decks I'm really excited to play. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what each of them do, the idea behind them. And I tried to have one of every new champion. Unfortunately, there was a Galio deck, but I tried to keep it like different archetypes going. And instead of Galio, I have a Golith deck in here. And I don't have an Udyr deck because, in my personal opinion, I think Udyr is the worst champion in the game. Like, no exaggeration. I literally think he is worse than Katarina. I think Udyr is just an unplayable card. So I do not have an Udyr deck for you guys. But if an Udyr deck comes up and Udyr does become good, you can all laugh at me. And I will probably have a video of it on my channel eventually. So I am not anti-Udyr in the long term. I am just anti-intentionally losing all of my games. So with that being said, let's get into the first deck here, which is everybody's favorite archetype. Mono Fiora, yay. So, yeah, basically, Fiora hasn't been in the meta in a very long time since she's been nerfed to a 3-2. However, we got Yuumi here, which says, round start, grant the unit I'm attached to +1/+1. Otherwise, grant Yuumi +1/+1 instead, which doesn't really matter. So basically, you play Fiora on 3 is the idea here. You just have to make sure she lives on turn 3 with something, with either a Chain Vest, a Sharp Sight, a Shield of Duran or something like that. Like, you just want to make sure your Fiora lives on turn 3, so that way turn 4 you can play a Yuumi, and now all of a sudden Fiora gets +2/+2. So Fiora will be a 5/4 challenger with the same win condition and all that type of jazz. And then you have all of the spell package to help her win the game. You have the Chain Vest, the Sharp Sight, the Pale Cascades, the Singles for the quick strikes. You have the Judgment for the OTK, stuff like that. And then if you don't have Fiora, you have Wounded White Flame. So this is great news, basically. Basically, you just hard mulligan for Fiora or White Flame, and it's just an all-in combo deck. You draw one of those, you try and make it ultra mega big, and then once you make it super mega big, you kind of just win the game from there. One thing I don't have in this deck is a way to grant Overwhelm. I thought about putting in a couple of the Aphelios weapons, and I thought about putting in a couple of Zenith Blades. So that way, if you are on the Wounded White Flame draw, Wounded White Flame actually sucks really, really, really bad if you don't give him Overwhelm. So I will probably end up having to put an Overwhelm card in here eventually. Honestly, it's probably going to be like you take out Unyielding Spirit, take out the Judgment, put in 2 Zenith Blade, and that'll probably be the more correct deck. But who the fuck wants to play correctly? I just want to play wee woo, Unyielding Spirit, haha, can't kill my Fiora, ooga booga. And you make you very sad, or like, haha, you attacked into me, bronze player, Judgment, woo, Woo, OTK for Fiora, you know? So that's why those are in here, but they're probably not going to stay in here. And a more refined version, the more correct deck builder and refining this shit. So yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for this. This deck looks super degenerate, and I hope it just isn't good, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah. And then deck number 2. This is the deck I'm actually the most excited for. Probably could have saved it to the end, but I have quite a few Yuumi decks in here, and so I kind of wanted to split them up for you. But this is the deck I'm legitimately most excited for, and it is a Gorlith OTK deck. For those of you who don't know, the new card Gorlith, the Unscaling. It says, when I am summoned, swap my health with your Nexus's health. I can't be blocked by enemies with less health than me. So the idea with this is sit through a matron. Because you can cheat out a Gorlith really quickly. The OTK is basically your Nexus is at 20 HP, right? So if you play a Gorlith with your Nexus at 20, your Gorlith goes to become a 0-20, and then he's unblockable because nothing's in the game that's going to have 20 HP, and then you just kill your opponent in one hit, assuming they obviously don't have like Concussive Palm, Hush, Equinox, anything that actually stops this card from attacking your opponent. But outside of all of those non-fun cards, that's what this deck is going to try to do, is just kind of abuse the fact that you can cheat out Gorlith, I think as early as turn 5, because I think if you nut draw like triple Island or Oblivious Islander, you could make Spectral Matron cost 5, and then you can actually play Spectral Matron on turn 4. So like the earliest this combo can happen is turn 4, if I'm not mistaken, because on turns 1 and 2 you do triple Islander. Turn 3 you like Fading Memories of 4th Islander. You make Spectral Matron, or if turn 3 you can even cast like Mobilize, or sorry, turn 4 you cast Mobilize. Yeah, or no, turn 3 you cast Mobilize. That reduces the cost by another one. Yeah, you can actually get this combo off on turn 4. If you have the triple Oblivious Islander and Mobilize and Matron plus Gorlith, you could combo this out on turn 4. And have like just a turn 4 OTK, which would be super hilarious. But that's the idea of the combo, is you use Oblivious Islanders to either make the Matron or the Gorlith really cheap. You cheat them out really quickly, and then you just have like this 20 attack unit that's unblockable by, you know, like turns 5, 6, something like that. So extremely fucking funny. Really, really funny. And I have a couple of Shield Durant in here just in case your Nexus takes damage, because obviously if your Nexus is only at like 18, then you're not actually going to OTK them. You can probably get really close, but you won't literally OTK them, and that's not nearly as fun. So I put in a couple of Shield Durants, that way if you cheat out a Gorlith, you can just go like, oh, 3 mana, you know, deal 3 damage type thing. It's like a little get excited, but with, you know, no discarding downside. So yeah, so this deck's super fun. This is the deck I'm going to be playing the most tomorrow, or / today. When you're watching this right now, I'm probably playing this deck. Next is Deck. This is probably the second most favorite deck. I don't think this exact build. I wanted to show a more new deck that has like a bunch of new cards. So this has like a bunch of the Fays. So has like, you know, Grandfather Fae, Quick Quill, Graving Lantern, Assistant Librarian, stuff like that. And I even threw in some Yordling Arms here. I don't even know if you can play Yordling Arms. You probably don't even have enough different regions of cards. So realistically, you probably end up taking out Yordling Arms for like just more units, if I'm being honest with you, or something. Maybe like the 4 Demacia guy would probably be good. Like if you put in the 3 cost 3/4 that makes a 4 Demacia, that legitimately might just be better than Yordling Arms. Because right now I see 1, 2, 3. That's about it. I guess Ionia's 4. You could do it pretty well with this deck. Plus, like, Mayor gets you there. I don't know. You could probably get there easily with this. So, yeah, if you can, Yordling Arms. If you find yourself not hitting it, then I'd be likely to switch out the Yordling Arms for 3 of the 3/4 Demacia guys. But yeah, this deck looks cool. I think Fays look really cool. I think Gleaming Lantern looks absolutely broken. I think Quick Quill is absolutely broken. I think the Grandfather Fae looks really, really good. Like, I'm super, super, super excited for a Fae archetype. I actually think the best Fae deck will be something along the lines of, like, the current Yaya decks we have now, Yordling Arms, where it's, like, Lulu, Poppy, P, and Z. But instead of Poppy, you probably just play, like... instead of Poppy, you're playing, like, Gnar or something like that. I don't know. But it's just like the PNZ Vandal City Yordling Arms. You get to play the new 3-mana Yordle Portal card. I think that card is so nuts. Yeah, I think there's going to be some sort of broken Yordling Arms like Fae deck, and it's going to be bonkers. Deck number 4 is going to be the best Gnar deck in my opinion, which, you know, is not a very surprise or even a very new deck. It's just Poke City. So Poke City with the addition of Teenydactyl and Gnar. If you look here, you see these are literally the only new cards in the deck. That's because I think it's broken. People are kind of debating, oh, do I take out the Twisted Fates and do like 3 Gnar, 3 Gangplank? Or do I take out the Gangplank, do 3 Gnar, 3 Twisted Fates? I actually ended up going with 3 Gnar, 2 Twisted Fate, 1 Gangplank because I really, really want Twisted Fate. But sometimes you do just need Gangplank as that, oops, I top decked my Gangplank on like, you know, turn 7 or turn 8 or something and I won the game. And that's kind of why I like the 1 of in there on top of the Dreadway. So you're kind of cheating and get to play 2 Gangplanks in a way. So in a way, I'm playing like 3 Gnar, 2 Twisted Fate, 2 Gangplank. And the idea of this deck is just to level your Gnar and abuse the fuck out of this champion. This champion is beyond broken. Like, Gnar is beyond broken, man. I don't know what to tell you, dude. So I'm super excited to use this card. And that's the whole goal behind this deck, is to always have him leveled by turn 4 and then level up your Teenydactyl. And then once your Teenydactyl is leveled, how do I see the other side of it? Oh, here you go. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Oh, no, whenever you level up the Teenydactyl, it starts doing 1 damage every single turn. You basically just run away from the game and run away with the game from there. Yeah, so it's just like your standard aggro deck with some pings here. I play 2 line 'em up because I am in the Twisted Fate version. I think if you're not playing Twisted Fate, you don't play line 'em up. And because I like things like Burst Speed Keg, red card. Sometimes you need like line 'em up, make it rain to deal 2 damage to everything. You know, sometimes you go to like double up something and they Pale Cascade and then you can line them up and now all of a sudden your double up gets you there. Just stuff like that. Like a Burst Speed Keg, people really aren't expecting it a lot of the times. And I think this deck is insanely strong. You get like guaranteed Gnar level up thanks to Inventive Chemist. So if you're attacking on odds, you just go like Inventive Chemist on 1, play your Gnar on 4. The damage, or the Nexus was damaged by the bomb from Inventive Chemist. Like, this goes off on turn 4. So because of that, your Gnar will level on 4. You get to just like open attack on turn 5 and just do a whole bunch of crazy shit. So this deck is super strong. Not very new. It's probably the least new deck I have here. And yeah, I think this deck or some version of this deck will easily be tier 1 in the meta. It's absolutely crazy. And the last deck I have to go over with you guys is Overwhelm. So Overwhelm is sick, and they created a new card called Papercraft Dragon. This is a 5 mana. You give a unit +2/+2 and quick attack. It's an attach unit. The first thing people thought about with this was, oh, you can just grant anything in the game quick attack now. Why? Like, that sounds absolutely busted. So, of course, the first thing people thought of was these big Overwhelm units. So, you do things like Ember Scar Maiden on turn 5. You get Papercraft Dragon on turn 6. Boom, you have a 6/7 double attack Overwhelm unit, right, with regeneration. Stuff like that is absolutely crazy. You eventually get like Alpha Wild Claw, make it a 9/8 double attack unit. You could throw in some Battle Furies in here if you need to. Maybe take out like Ural Squire or something like that. Who knows? You play Quick Quill to give all of your Overwhelm guys quick attack anyways. So it's kind of like you play Quick Quill on a big Overwhelm unit until you draw your Papercraft Dragon. Then you play your Papercraft Dragon, it overrides Quick Quill. Quick Quill will come back into your hand, and then now you just start like beating face. And this deck was actually created by Cephalopod. I think this deck actually looks like really good. It might, some people think it's memey. I think this deck looks legitimate. I'm gonna be trying it a bunch tomorrow, hoping to pull off some crazy like OTKs with Overwhelm out of nowhere type deals. So these are the 5 decks I'm going to be playing or are playing right now over on twitch.tv/emotional in early access. And these are the decks I'm super excited for. Let me know down in the comments below what decks you guys are looking forward to play. If there are any combinations of cards I missed here. If you like are just super looking forward to like, I don't know, Galio Lucian or just something random that I didn't think of or didn't mention here. What's your favorite champion combination or deck you're looking forward to playing? So that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment letting me down below what decks I need to make videos on, because we're in a new era. We're in a new meta, new set. We have a bunch of new cards. So let me know what decks you want to see videos on, what deck sounds fun, or what you want a deck guide on. If a deck is competitive, stuff of that nature. Let me know in the comments down below so I can continue to give you guys the content that you guys want, because you guys spend a lot of time supporting me. I want to make sure that I can give back the same amount of love. That's going to be it for this video. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one.